believe everything that you hear, no matter how popular the slogans might be. Hi, this is Barry Phillips, a 10-minute Torah, day 5 of the Torah portion of Lecha. Let's go to Bereshit, or Genesis, chapter 15 for a very important verse. In verse number 18, it says, "On the same day, Yahweh made a covenant with Avram, saying, I have given this land to your seed, from the river of Mitzrayim to the great river, the river Euphrates." Now, for most of us, we read that and we just kind of glide right on by. This verse has never been more important than it is right now. News reports will have us seeing the visuals and short video clips of students rioting here and protesting here in the United States, especially on college campuses. Maybe some high schools, but predominantly it's college campuses where the esteemed intelligentsia, feel intelligent just saying it that way, have provoked and promoted an ideology of Israel bad, Palestinians poor and good. How quickly our minds can shift from the reports of unspeakable atrocities committed against some 1,500 news reports, anywhere from 1,300 to 1,500 people in Israel. We're talking about entire families taken out, young people gunned down, homes invaded, people burned, sometimes burned alive. We won't go into the details. It's horrific, and we won't spend time honoring the terrorists with the accomplishments, quote unquote, of their raids. I heard a video this morning in a news report from Ynet News about a terrorist that went in and used a Jewish woman's phone to call his parents to promote his deeds, and was congratulated and very emotionally encouraged to continue his raid. This mindset doesn't belong in humanity, let alone in civilized society. It doesn't belong in humanity. Whatever perceived faults or aggressions by Israel does not warrant this, no matter how you cut it. And it's inconceivable that anyone could justify the attacks on Israel as they took place. That all being understood, then, as I have warned for a couple of years now on occasion, the spirit of anti-Semitism still lurks in the United States. It has been under the surface, and now it has not only risen to the surface, but it is beginning to gain traction, to boil a bit until it will eventually boil over. A Jewish family in California had their home invaded by a lunatic screaming, "Free Palestine and Jews must die." People on the streets of major cities, if they are Jewish, they are being warned, don't go to a certain area at a certain event because of the pro-Palestinian rally that is taking place. Well, even the term Palestinian is a misnomer. There is no such people. These are Arabs who live in Gaza, and that's it. The reason this verse is important to us today is because the Free Palestine slogan and mantras are often accompanied by "from the river to the sea." I'm sure that there are some malinformed young students that are just caught up in the fad of the moment, that have been taught into and urged into these protests, and making the chant from the river to the sea. Now that river is the Jordan River, and the sea being the Mediterranean. The call actually meaning then, I not just take the land that is referenced by those geographical points, but it means annihilate all the Jews who are living already in that land and territory in order for whoever are perceived among the Arabic victims to take that land. But it's not really about the land. If it was the land, then when Israel pulled out under Ariel Sharon's command, when they pulled out of Gush Katif and what is present-day Gaza territory, leaving behind libraries and functioning greenhouses and businesses and homes and settled communities, they would have stepped into that and continued on and just transferred the wealth into their own hands. Instead, they burned everything and destroyed it and then cried, "Poor, pitiful me." It's not about the land. It's not about wanting to go and live in Israeli homes. It's not about taking over their businesses or their farms or their vineyards. It's none of that. It's the annihilation of the Jews. This is the anti-Semitic spirit that has been alive and well in the earth since ancient times. It goes to Haman and Esther's day. It goes to Herod and Yeshua's day. It goes to the Greeks during the time of the Maccabees. It just shows up over and over and over again throughout history, even Pharaoh, going back to Pharaoh and the annihilation of Israel during his tenure. This is an ancient spirit. This is an ancient war. Yah says, in the face of those that are crying from the river to the sea, no, 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 no. That's not going to happen. This is what's going to happen. From the river to the river. What that means is from the river of Mitzrayim or Egypt, presumably the Nile, all the way to the river Euphrates in present-day Iraq, from river to the river, that land will become the land of Israel, inhabited by the houses of Israel, Yah's covenant people, who are going to be situated in this vast territory in the kingdom and the reign of our Messiah. That's what's going to happen. So if you see someone in public or hear someone in public promoting the idea of the river to the sea, whether you're in a situation where you can make the statement or not, I'll leave that up to you. But the true reality is not river to the sea, river to the river. If they look at you puzzled, you can explain. It will never be inhabited, ever be inhabited by those who are promoting that chant. It will be inhabited by an unknown, unperceived entity of people, a group of people, the houses of Israel. They will indeed take over that possession. Our brother, the house of Yehuda, commonly referred to as the Jews, will dwell in that land safely in that day. Those of us who belong to the exiled house of Israel will dwell in that land safely in that day. And our King, Yeshua the Messiah, will rule and reign completely over that land and indeed the earth. Now, the spirits of darkness, the principalities and powers that we war against, they fight against that reality. They promote against that reality, and there are those who believe that they will win against that reality. You can walk in darkness and deception if you so choose, but the light of Yeshua and his kingdom has come and is coming. Your kingdom come, Yeshua. Your will be done on earth, even as it is done in the heavens. Shabbat Shalom to you. And as you celebrate Shabbat, pray for the Shalom of Israel, of Jerusalem in particular. May the King be seated with you at your table. May his presence be with you in your study and in your rest. May you be refreshed. May you be renewed. And remember, from the river to the river. Shabbat Shalom until next week.